All right, today we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to grab a real GCSE computer science question, one about sound, and we're not just going to answer it. No, we're going to pull it apart, decode it, and figure out how to give those examiners exactly what they want.
Okay, let's get right into it. This one's straight from the 2024 OCR paper for computer systems. Now, don't think of this as a scary exam question. Think of it more like a puzzle, one that we're going to solve together, piece by piece. You ready? So our puzzle is question 5, and it starts with a really simple scenario. A musician is using a computer. That little bit of context is actually pretty important because it takes all these technical ideas we're about to talk about and puts them in a real-world situation.
And here it is, the exact words from the paper. Super straightforward, right? A musician, a computer, making some music. This little sentence is the setup for everything that's about to come. All right, so the question comes in 2 parts. First up, we've got a multiple choice question. It's only 1 mark, and it's all about sound sampling. This should be a nice, easy win, as long as you know that key definition. So here's the actual question. It's asking for the correct description of sound sampling. Now, you'd usually see 4 options here. The real trick is to not get fooled by the ones that sound kinda right. You gotta find the one that is absolutely, technically perfect. And boom, this is the one. This is the golden ticket. The right answer is, the amplitude of the wave is measured at set intervals. It's all about those keywords. Other answers might try to trick you with stuff about frequency or whatever, but this is the definition the examiners are looking for. You're measuring the amplitude, the height of that sound wave, at these regular, fixed moments in time. Okay, 1 mark in the bag. Let's move on to part 2. We're leaving the comfort of multiple choice now and heading into a question where you actually have to explain something. This is where you get to really flex your knowledge. Right. So it's asking you to explain what happens to a sound file when you change the bit depth. And notice this, it's worth 2 marks. That word explain is a big clue. It's not just asking for a fact. It's asking you to show you get the knock-on effects, the consequences. So, pro tip. Anytime you see a question is worth 2 marks, a little alarm should go off in your head. It's basically screaming, I need 2 separate good points. The whole game is figuring out what those 2 points are. And how do we do that? Well, we take a peek at the examiner's secret weapon. And here it is, the mark scheme. Seriously, this is your secret weapon for any exam. It's not cheating, not at all. It's just understanding the rules of the game. The mark scheme literally tells you exactly what the examiner will give you marks for. So check this out. The official mark scheme actually gives you 4 things you could have said. 4. And you only need to hit 2 of them to get full marks. You could talk about the bits per sample, the file size, the accuracy, or the quality. Just pick any 2 of those, explain them well, and those marks are yours. Okay, so now we know what they're looking for. The next step is to build an answer using their exact language. Let's put together the perfect 2-mark answer. Think of it like a simple recipe. First step, you link the change in bit depth to the sound's quality or its accuracy. Second step, you link it to what happens to the file size. That's it. 2 steps, 2 points, 2 marks. Easy. All right, have a look at this. This is a brilliant answer. See how it pulls in those key words from the mark scheme? It says changing the bit depth changes the number of bits available per sample. Bang, there's 1 point. Then it connects that to how the accuracy and quality will change, and it mentions the overall file size. It's just perfect. It's clean, to the point, and it uses all the right language. Let's put this side by side. On the left, you've got a weak answer. More bits makes it better and bigger. I mean, it's not exactly wrong, but it's so vague. You might scrape 1 mark for that. But look at the one on the right. It's using the pro-level vocabulary. Higher bit depth increases the bits per sample, improving accuracy, increasing file size. See the difference? That's what shows you really get it. And that's really the main takeaway here. The crucial point is that passing these exams isn't just about knowing your stuff. It's about being able to talk the talk. You have to use the specific, technical language that they're looking for. You gotta speak the language of the mark scheme. So, look, we just tore apart 1 single question. But this whole strategy, thinking about how many marks the question is worth and using the language from the mark scheme, you can use this on pretty much any question in your exam. So the real question isn't about this sound question anymore, is it? It's, what are you going to conquer next with this strategy?